Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to our Nuzlocke of Touhou Puppet Dance Performance. As there's a pretty good chance that you haven't seen any of my videos before, because really this is the first serious one, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. You can call me Zetsu, or Zetsume, whichever you like more. It seems decently fitting with the name of this channel, which is Lonely Reaper Gaming, which is a subsidy of Lonely Reaper Productions, which currently has no videos. So that's going well. Let's go ahead and get into this, and we can talk about more of that silliness when we're running around. Hey, could you wake up? Shall we chat for a bit? You finally awoke? How do you do? Me? I'm Yukara Yukumo. Nice to meet you, I suppose. It's a bit sudden, but do you know of Gensokyo? Perhaps you don't. Gensokyo is said to be the place things go when they are forgotten. A world where things that cannot be continue to exist. Yokai and the like. My, your face betrays your interest. I have some interest in you as well. While we're here, might I ask a few things? First, could you tell me your gender? Now, interestingly enough, if you look at the sprite, I'm pretty sure this doesn't actually matter at all. Generally, in the Touhoumon games, you play as a female character. Not this character specifically. We're actually going to meet the normal protagonists in a moment. And what might your name be? What do we want to go with for a name? Let's go with Kylina, for random reasons that no one needs to know. Yes, that's acceptable. So Kylina, is it? Yes, Kylina. A good name. It was. What am I doing asking you these things? Don't they say it's better to be safe than sorry? These are important parts of you. You must keep a close eye on them, you know? Hakure Shrine entrance. Hakure Shrine entrance. My, seems the time has come. That concept called time always comes too quickly. Perhaps we shall meet again. I'll be looking forward to it. Okay. I suppose it does matter a little bit. The male one has a coat, but I mean, other than that, they're basically the same sprite. I don't know why I tried to run that way. Like it was going to accomplish anything. Why do I keep doing that? It's not where I wanted to go. I don't know. I already knew there was nothing over there, but I needed to confirm it for myself again, for some reason. It may just look like a deserted shrine, but this place has rumors from way back about people being spirited away. Spooky. Water is dried out. It's rumored this place is connected to Gensokyo. What's Gensokyo? It's another world. Another world! That's actually a reference to one of the other Touhoumon games, because one of them was actually called Touhoumon Another World. What an old shrine. It looks like it'd just fall apart if an earthquake or something happened. And here we actually meet the original protagonists of all of the Touhoumon games. Renko. You have an interest in this place too? I feel like we could get along. Yes, because we're Touhoumon protagonists. And Maribel. How strange. When I came here before, I could see the barrier around here. Yes, how strange indeed. Now, one of the interesting things about this game... Well, you have an interest in this place. That means you know about Touhou Project. Tell me your favorite character. Is... you get to pick your starter from pretty much every character in the entire game. I'm fairly certain you can get literally almost, if not any character. There are 118 unique Touhous with 3 modes each, I guess. There's normal, and then they have like speed or power or defense. Something like that. It's interesting enough. And if you know anything about Touhou and you were looking at the layout, you probably can guess who we're going to pick. And if you guessed Ekishiki Yamazandu, you were correct. Yeah, Eki really is the best. Now, he doesn't give you your starter or anything. He just unknowingly allows you to... I think like one of the... whatever puppet that you say you like the best is just kind of hanging out back here. It's just watching you. And it's just like, oh, he loves me the most. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. What's going on? It's a Yukari puppet. Yukari puppet, come back. You can tell it's a puppet and not Yukari because it's so much shorter than us. The puppets are much, much smaller. I wonder vaguely, does this show who we picked yet? No, it doesn't. I was just curious. Up we go. Around the corner, over here. Gotta chase down that Yukari puppet. Who knows what's gonna happen if we do that. But she's happy to see us, apparently. Welcome to our world. Gensokyo accepts all. Does it now? Confusing. Okay, let's go over here. What's going on? The grass is shaking. Exclamation point. It's an Ekishiki puppet. Oi, what are you spacing out for? I don't know why you sound like this all of a sudden. Why are you doing nothing after our puppets popped out? You don't know about puppets. I don't know why Marissa sounds like this still. Ah, maybe I came in from the outside. Listen in front of you is a puppet. They just appeared one day and run around doing whatever they please. They jump out and attack from stuff like tall grass. If you have puppets of your own, you can go against them, but there's no way you would, And now Marissa thinks that it's trying to attack us and it's all angry and stuff, so she's all like, oops, looks like now's not the time for talking. Doing's better than teaching. I'll loan you one of my puppets so you can get some first-hand experience. I really don't know why I did that. I wasn't intending on giving anyone voices. I don't know where that came from or why it happened, but it did. Okay, so Yin energy is a physical attack, or a focus attack, and Yang energy is a spread attack, or a special attack. So, I think Eki has higher physical defense. She's kind of a physical tank. Though really it doesn't matter. You actually you technically can't win this. You can't lose it either, though. See, Reinforced Bulwark increased her physical / focus defense. So, if we were using Yin, it would have... it would have done less damage. So we just gotta get her down to 1 health. It's pretty tough. Guess you couldn't beat it, eh? No, something's weird. It's plotting something. It loves us! Eki Puppet joined your team. Yes, yes, indeed it did. Just gotta add it to the layout real quick. Give Eki a nickname. Eki's nickname is... I kinda want to put the full thing in there. Ekishiki. Normally in the Nuzlocke you're supposed to nickname them, but I mean, like, they have names. I don't really want to give them other names. I don't really know what else I would call them, because it's like, if you look at it, she's Ekishiki. Yes. Oi, oi, did it really get attached to you? That's weird. I've never heard of a normal puppet not needing a seal thread. Seal threads are basically Pokeballs, though they work differently than a Pokeball would. Is that puppet special, or is it you? She's all confused. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't do me any good burning myself out thinking about things I don't know. For now, follow me to the Hakurei Shrine. I got a lot of things to teach ya. I really don't know why you have this voice, Marissa. I don't know. It's just the way you talk. It made it the most natural way for me to voice you. Oi, what are you standing around for? I see. So then you brought Kylina here. In that case, leave the explanation to me. Yeah, I'm not good at explaining, so it'll help out if you would. And I can take it easy. Ahem. My name is Sane Koichiya. This place is separated from where you live by a barrier. It's called Gensokyo. Exclamation point. Oh, you knew that? That makes things quick. For some reason, Gensokyo is flooded with puppets right now. We don't know the cause, and their numbers are too great for us to deal with them all by ourselves. For now, we've been striking the barrier and keeping the effects from reaching the outside world, but it's no coincidence if you got pulled in here, regardless. On top of this, while the barrier is strong, you probably won't be able to get back to where you were either. And the one in charge of the barrier, Reimu, left to resolve the incident herself as well. Don't look so worried. I'll resolve this all lickety-split. You just sit here and sip tea with Sane. What? Dissatisfied with house sitting? Come on, just give it up. There's nothing you can do. Light bulb. No wait, in that case let me test you. You brought that puppet from before, right? Use that to fight with my puppet. But you are a beginner, so I'll let you get ready. Once you're ready, let me know. You can't run away, you hear? Now, Eki Sheki isn't exactly the strongest puppet. But if you go over here and get a Fuji rice cookie, regardless of how super special awesome your puppet actually is. What did we get, by the way? We got white. White boosts special defense. That's not terrible. You are defensive anyway. Okay, so white, the emblem is nature's. Nature's in this game boost a stat by 10%. And that's it. They don't decrease anything. So there's never really a bad nature. But yeah, she's currently a normal Ikishiki. She's a light fighting type. And yeah. She has, your starter will always have A+ in all stats, but A+ isn't technically the best. The best is all S's, so in order to get the best of anything, you have to do a lot of breeding with wild puppets to get, it would take a while. We want Yang Energy to be at the front, for possibly obvious reasons. Okay. We can't really do it right now, but if you go to reinforce stats, this is how you EV train things. See, she's not the fastest, but I mean, it gets better. Skill, this is where you learn skills. There's no like move relearner or move forgetter in this game. You can do all of that stuff from right here. If you forget a skill, then it'll go back onto this list, which is pretty nice. These are TMs. There are no HMs in this game. They were all replaced by items, which is also pretty nice. Okay, let's go, Marissa. You're all set now, right? Yeah, we're good. Alright, I won't hold back, so hit me with all you got. Ordinary Magician Marissa would like to duel. Marissa sent out Marissa. She wanted to Marissa while she Marissa'd. Let's reinforce Bulwark. Nah, she's using magic anyway. But now she's weakened. I don't remember what the status effects do in this game. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was a waste of a turn though. Because she's not going for yin. She's yanging it up. She's also faster than me, as you can see. How much did that last attack do? Can we take another one? I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. Probably not worth the risk. Yeah, we could have taken another one. Probably should have too. But oh well. It doesn't really matter. We should take her down with this next hit, and she shouldn't be able to kill us with her next hit. So we should be good. There we go. We won. We lose. That's what happens when you fight the law. Well, pretty good for your first time. In that case, maybe you can do something. Then I'm head out and leave the rest to Sane. Can't lose to Reimu after all. I'm sorry, Marissa, I don't know why you sound like this to me. And she's gone. That a puppet warmed up to you is really interesting, and you crossed over the strengthened barrier as well. I feel like there's something about you. I know. There should be someone in the village investigating the puppets. You might figure something out if you go there. I was asked to stay here and watch the shrine, so I can't go with you, but with the puppet you should be fine. I think you'll get lots of info there, so how about heading to the village for now? I'm sure it'll be helpful. Okay, we will most definitely go do that. Okay. Go over here and get... I know you can get something else here. There it is, Fuji Rice Cookie. Okay, this bed is a Pokemon Center. And this puppet is a PC. We don't have the puppet box yet though, so we can't use it. Okay, but if we go back here, we can pick up a Hakare Shinsu, which I think is it's either a status healing item or a healing item that restores 50 HP. Not positive with which. That's a Genbu, I think. We go over here though, and end up in here. We can snatch up a blinding orb. I don't think there's anything else in here. It doesn't let us go up here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have to go to the village first. You don't get anything from talking to that thing. So we can go down here. Please wait! Glad I made it. Even with your puppet, it'll still be tough to make it down the mountain pass, so I found something useful for you. Got seal thread 10. Using a sealing thread on a puppet puts it into a sealed state. Beat it in this state, it'll join your team. Let me read the description. You can use the sealed thread from the in-battle item menu. When used on a stray puppet, it will be put to a sealed state. Puppets defeated in a sealed state can join your party. You can't use it on puppets owned by others, so be careful. Now you know how to use it. And one more thing, take this. You got a puppet box. That's what I was talking about before. It's basically the PC. Technically speaking, you carry it around with you everywhere, but for some reason you can only mess with it at the Aku box, or at Aku Puppets. This is a box for placing puppets that join you when you don't have any more room, and if they need a rest, you can cycle them through the box too. Places you can open the box marked with Aku Puppets, so please make use of it. Alright then, do your best. So yeah, that doesn't really make sense. If we carry the box around with us, we should be able to open it whenever the hell we want, but that's not how it works, so whatever. Game balance and whatnot. Okay, so here's our first patch of grass. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? I'm expecting a Chen. I was also expecting it to do that right when I said Chen. And it is indeed a Chen. Okay, so this is a little different from Pokemon. When you... Oh, what did that do? Oh no, Hakare Shinsu is a revive, which means it's useless to us. Sturdy thread used to seal puppets. Use. Okay, see, so it goes on her, but we haven't captured her yet. We have 3 turns to kill her, and if we do, then we will catch her. If it takes too long for us to beat her, then we'll have to use another thread. If nothing else, this does make it so it kind of makes Nuzlocking a little easier, because it's almost impossible not to catch something if you're trying to catch it. There's not really another name I want to give to Chen. Chen can just be Chen. I don't know. We'll say that her name is Chen though. Okay. So let's go. Let's check out our Chen. She is black, which boosts special attack, which is good for her. Has an A- in special attack as well. Okay, so she's all set up there. There's also a infinite experience share going on. Nazarene is the other thing that we could have caught here. I also forgot to add Chen to the layout for a second there, but now she is there. But yeah, as I was maybe saying, you have you have an experience share right from the start, basically speaking. I don't know what it means when you say when we lose composure. It doesn't really seem to affect anything. I'm not really sure, but yeah, see, there's always an experience share, so, and it's a sixth gen experience share, so everyone in your entire party will get half the experience and all of the PP. And PP is how you do pretty much everything here in the edit menu. You see how it costs PP to learn or do anything with skills. It costs PP, I don't think it costs anything to learn skill cards actually. It costs 20 PP to change your ability, which you can actually do at any time, which is pretty nice. And you cost a certain amount of PP to get a style change at, I think, level 30. I think whenever you get to level 30, you can do a style change. And it is also how you EV train. So you have a total of 130 points. And at level 100, I'm pretty sure you straight up get 64 bonus stats, so at level 50 you would get 32. But yeah, see, if we do this, see it goes up a little bit. It goes up by 3 at level 50. And that's how it works. Okay, well our Chen is level 2, and we have another trainer that we have to fight, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of grinding. I was gonna try and do a... I'm recording this right now on OBS, because that let me do all of this shenanigans, for the most part. I didn't actually know we could get Diose over here, so that's pretty interesting. That was probably like the rare encounter. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't recall ever seeing one over here before, though. Hard to say. We shouldn't be doing... Reinforced Barrier is the same as Reinforced Bulwark, except it's for special attacks. I don't know why Ekishiki starts with a special move. Usually they start with moves that match their stats, but I'm pretty sure you're a physical attacker. Yes, you most definitely are, because you have the same... The grades on the side are IVs, if you weren't aware, or if I didn't make that clear enough. So, she has the same IVs in physical attack and special attack, and yet her physical attack is still higher. So yeah, she's definitely a physical attacker. So I don't know why it started us with a special attack. It's a very questionable thing. But yeah, we need to keep going. We need to grind a little bit more. I don't know, on the one hand, I had another program that I could have used to record, but for some reason it didn't maintain the frame rate. I don't really know why. So yeah, we couldn't really... That one would have allowed me to pause mid-recording, which OBS does not allow me to do. But at the same time, since this is a Nuzlocke, people usually don't like you pausing during a Nuzlocke. Generally speaking, at least. When the Chen gets up to like 5, then we'll switch to actually training it directly. I just don't want to risk it when it's as low as it is. I mean, one way or the other we were going to have to grind, because it throws some pretty scary things at us pretty early on. Okay, 4 is pretty decent. Let's go ahead and put you in front. I do like the whole PP system over EVs, because, you know, it just makes it a lot easier, because you can just... It makes it so you can make competitive level puppets just by playing the game normally. Because, you know, normally you have to fight whatever random things, and usually that means your EVs are all crazy messed up. And that's no good at all. Oh, you also get, enemies also drop items, which you can sell or use or whatever. Like, you know, normally in a Pokemon game, the Pokemon don't drop anything. The only way to get items from them is to steal or catch them. But in this one, they'll drop whatever it is they happen to be holding when you beat them up. Which does make more sense, I think. It does also get rid of that whole... the easiest time to capture a Pokemon would usually be right after you knocked it out, so it doesn't really make sense if you're not killing them for you not be able to catch them if you knock it out. So, you know, that's also been taken care of. So, which is, I don't know, they did a lot of things right. And in case you were wondering, if you use a repel and it runs out, you do get asked if you want to use another one, just like in 6th Gen. It's pretty nice. I appreciate all of the things that this game did. And I mean, the way this whole layout is set up is also very nice. Like, I'm very appreciative of how nice everything in this work looks at the moment. Magical fragments are an item used for breeding way in the future. Okay, well we got Chen to 5, so we can go ahead and... Why did I go in here? That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go over here. Okay, so that's pretty quick, obviously, but when you're going to a normal Pokemon Center, it's actually faster to do that, because as soon as you talk to the puppet, or to the Acupuppet and go into the thing, she heals you, and it just kind of takes quite a while if you do it the other way. Okay, so we should be strong enough to beat the trainer in front over here. For some silly reason, everybody always thinks this thing's a trainer, but it's not. It's just a statue. Meeting gazes is the sign to battle for puppet users. Novice puppeteer Yuichi would like to duel, and he has a Nazarene. Yeah, we should be able to handle this. Yang energy. So, you know, generally speaking, Chen's, Nazarens, and Chen and Nazaren are kind of both Rattatas, generally speaking, but in this game, Chen is actually pretty good. Actually, she's usually good in most games, actually. Interestingly enough, even though she is something you get at the very start. Nazaren, not so much, if I recall correctly. But then usually the Pidgeys are Mystias, which interestingly enough they choose not to give you super early on in this one. I'm not 100% sure why. From here on, there are lots of people wanting to do puppet battles, so be careful. How hurt are we? Wasn't really... kind of want to switch. Ekishiki's in front. Fight me. Did you just become a puppet user? Let's have a beginner's bout. Novice puppeteer Saichi would like to duel. And she sent out a Lily. I think there's only one Lily in this game. Usually there's a Lily white and a Lily black. But I think what equates to shiny Lily is black, so that's all they did for that. They just made her alt color black. I should have looked up what those things did, because I don't remember. Either way, we are getting up on 30 minutes, and that's about how long I want this to be. So we're going to go ahead and end the recording after this, and we will continue in the next episode. There's a resting place ahead, so let you have a rest. I suppose we can go into the rest area. But yeah, see, this is how long it takes to heal your Pokemon normally, or puppets. See, that took like, I don't know, like 10 seconds. But then you can go over here and you just go like doom, 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 healed much faster. Okay, and over here we have a place we can sell, or we can buy healing items. And this dude sells repels and would equate to Pokeballs, seal threads. So we can go over here and I know it looks like we have no money, but it did give us starting money because we have a handheld console. It's a gaming device that folds closed. Basically, it's a 3DS. You know, like you would normally play a Pokemon game on. Yeah, so we're gonna sell this, and that's our starting money. Doesn't do anything else. Watches, also only for selling. So that gives us a little bit more. Yeah, see how these might be useful if I hold on to them? These, those are for breeding. Oh, I wasn't done actually. Okay, so these are our basic potions, but this is a revive. And we obviously can't use that, so that's sold. Okay, we want to keep the rest of them. Oh, come again. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, we're going to go ahead and end this here. And in the next episode, we'll head on to the human village, I think is what it's called. If you enjoyed the video, as this is a very, very new channel, I would greatly appreciate a subscribe and a like. And I will hopefully have more videos coming soon. I know if you look at my other videos, I kind of died off on the last series I started, but you know, I just didn't really enjoy Unchained Key very much, but I already know that I love this game, so I will be very sure to finish playing through it. I have a few other games started that I rather enjoy, and I hope to upload them as well soon enough. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I will have a link in the description to where you can to a guide on both how to obtain a legal copy of this game, where you can buy it, how to buy it, as well as how to patch it. So all of that will be in the description. Until then, see you next time.